Oiga, mi gente. Welcome to the Freestyle Showcase Podcast. Welcome to episode number 17, Freestyle Showcase Podcast. This is your host, JCEE Colon, and my beautiful hostess, ALIDA Hernandez, couldn't show up today because she's all up to her head right here with a lot of projects. So I'm going to continue this. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody's starting to tune in. Welcome to my fans that are coming in here, my audience. Today we're gonna have the one and only Nashali, new up and coming artist. Okay, mi people. Y Boricua también. Okay, I love it. I love my Puerto Rican people always echando pa'lante, right? So once again, we continue here every Thursday at 8 o'clock. Today is August 8th. Okay, August 8th. Every Thursday here on the Freestyle Showcase Podcast. So just to inform a couple of people, every week I promote my people. I got sponsors that help me out for my show. Right now, I have one of my cups right here. I just want to show it off. See, I'm a freestyle guy. I'm a freestyle guy. So, this is why I have my coffee in the morning or my tea or whatever I want to drink. I also have for you females out there, the freestyle girl. So, okay. So if anybody wants to purchase any of these, anybody wants to purchase it, you can contact my girl Giggles, Marla. Okay. It goes through her website. So let me see if I can find it right here. Look, there you go. I got it right on the screen. Freestyle-girl.printify.me. So you can get those cups through there. She also sells the freestyle shirts. I do not have it on today, but I got my freestyle shirt. Alida has a freestyle girl shirt, so we'll be rocking it. I got it. I don't know. I got it somewhere. I wore it twice, and I gotta find it, but I gotta rock it again on the show. So Marla, thank you for what you do, and some of the proceeds go to some cancer people. So that's always beautiful. I like Marla. She's always doing good things. Talking about cancer, man, and helping people with cancer. Uh, we got my friend Lucy, man. Lucy, I've been out of touch with her, but in our show, we always mention her. So right now, whoever wants to help Lucy out, there's her website right there. This is my girl right here. Boom. This is the t-shirt. All right. So, por favor, every little penny, every little quarter, every little dollar helps. This is a warrior right here. You know what I'm saying? So we got to support our people, especially she's always, helping other people. She also has a show, Freestyle is Alive on the Red Carpet. So, please tune into her show. She has great guests. Sometimes she doesn't feel good, but you know what? This woman's a warrior, man. I got to give it to her. So right there, drop2tees.com products, Team Lucy, okay? Ahí está mi gente, okay? Let's support, all right? Let's support our people. We got some comments coming around here. Freestyle while Spanglish Entertainment's already in here. Freestyle forever. And we got my friend Nancy Torres Vasquez in the house, baby. Followers Chino Peña, Lilian Rivera, Marlivet Melendez, Jaquan Feliciano, Jorge Salcedo, Lucy Martinez, Tirado, Jay Benitez. Look at that. We're already kicking it in. We're starting to warm up already. So thank you. And all these things are going through a couple of places right here. So if you're seeing the Freestyle Showcase podcast, we also are going through Tropical Ritmo Latino. So we're streaming for that. I thank Nancy Torres Vasquez for that. She's always helping, the community, and that's what I like. Then we also have Freestyle No Sleep Team. So, we're showing this podcast through all these, other outlets. And also the Freestyle Tropical Dream Pro. Okay, mi gente. So ya tú sabes that song that I played in the beginning is a song that everybody knows it by freestyle, by break dancers. And I used to be one of those guys that used to spin on my head too. And then I grew up a little bit. And if it wasn't for my back, I would still be stuff doing like that. I would still be doing stuff like that because I still have the picture up here. It's just, the little injuries here and there, they avoid me from doing that, but that doesn't break my spirit. I said only if I had that chance, I could still do it. But now I do other stuff, I do other stuff that I don't have to spin on my head anymore. So, the salsa world is beautiful, man. You don't have to do a lot. All you have to do is have a great voice, have a good personality, be a showman. Trust me, you'll be all right. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, before I bring this our guest today, I want to talk about a little bit. She's Boricua, she traveled from New York to Orlando to Medellin, and Medellin, I don't know, to me is like a second house now, and that's beautiful that you can outspend, because sometimes as artists we don't grow when we're here in America. Sometimes you got to go somewhere else so you can build your empire, and I think this is what she's doing, and I think she's going the right way. Trust me, she's going in such a good way, and in such positive way, that she's gonna do a lot of things with this freestyle music. Trust me. Listen, I'm gonna give a shout out to a couple of people here. They're starting to come in. We got Sally Sal in the house. Got JC. What's happening? Hope all is well, man. I hope all is well with you, my friend. Okay, sit back and enjoy the show, because this is gonna be good. So get your favorite drink, get your popcorn, man. This is gonna be lit up tonight. Right here, Nancy Torres. I have her T-shirt. God bless Lucy Martinez. That's what I'm talking about. El apoyo, mi gente. Okay. Blanca Diaz, Bodacious Promotions in the house. Okay. Nancy Torres says we're here with EDW Ram Pro. Okay. Gente de Colombia también. Rebooted Mindset. That's my sweetheart in the other line. Okay. For everybody that don't know, ALIDA, she has a holistic show every Tuesday at 5:30. So you guys can tune in. All right. Rebooted Mindset 555. Look at that on YouTube. You can tune in on Tuesdays at 5:30. Okay. Who else we got here? Jenny. Look at that. We already starting with a thank you, Nancy Torres, for the tag. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Nancy, thank you very much. We have to bring as much people, and we got to unite, and we got to keep on supporting this genre. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a class A artist, whether you're middle school, whether you're a new school, it doesn't matter to me. It all falls down in one category. You know what I'm saying? Sally Sal, thanks to God. You already know. Vaya, I hope you feel better, bro. And you always got a home here, right here at the Freestyle Showcase Podcast. All right. We got a lot of people coming in. Look, Jake Juan Feliciano following, Ana Garcia, Marlevet, Juan K. Martin is a salsa singer, el romántico de la salsa. Look at that. And he's a New Yorker, so he loves freestyle. I had Juan K on my show on Wednesdays, and he completely goes nuts about freestyle. But his show is to be a salsero, and he has a great album out there. So thank you, Nancy, for the information. All right. Anyway, we're going to continue our show right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring out a little bit of Nashali so you can see what she's all about before I bring on the show. So I'm gonna look right here. We're gonna start downloading this video right now. I hope you enjoy this. This is something that she did a little while ago. Okay, I'll say about 10 months ago. She did this beautiful song. It's a collaboration. There you go. So without further ado, let's bring it on. Get your drink, get your popcorn, and sit back. We'll be right back.
Déjame saber que me amas, déjame sentir. Déjame saber si mis recuerdos viven en ti. Afraid to fall in love, and I'm scared to lose a love so rare. Afraid to fall in love, never felt something so real. tenerte en mis brazos desnuda y hacerte el amor. Tengo ganas de ti, quiero una noche más, dibujar en tu piel y poder expresar. El amor debe ser entendido y también demostrarse. No encuentro la razón, te olvidaste de mí, sin saber el por qué te alejaste de mí. Es que no ve la tristeza en mis ojos que llevo por dentro. Something about me here that you should know, my love. No one has captured my heart. I am easy to love, but I am hard to keep. Take my hand and show me the true love exists in this world. Yeah, yeah. I want to get naked, deep down inside, and show you my soul. I'm just yearning for you, even if for one night. Chasing clouds with my body deep down to my core. This love that I feel is so true, and I think we should know it. No reason at all to run away from your love. Leave you out in the cold with no reason to run. It's the pressure that felt. I'm in love for the first time. Tengo ganas de ti, quiero una noche más, dibujar en tu piel y poder expresar. El amor debe ser entendido y también demostrarse. No encuentro la razón, te olvidaste de mí, sin saber el por qué te alejaste de mí. Es que no veo la tristeza en mis ojos que llevo por dentro.
¡Huepa! ¡Huepa! Was that good or what, mi gente? So anyway, without further ado, we're going to bring in Nashali.
Hello, hello. Hey,
How
I
you
have
doing,
people
girl?
asking me where's the link for
Where's the
this.
link? It's on YouTube right now. I'll tell everybody, you go to YouTube, go to Spanglish Entertainment,
Oh my
and
goodness, hold on.
por favor, subscribe. Don't worry about it, girl. Don't be in a rush. You're the guest today. We will do this on live TV. Don't worry about it. Just send everybody Spanglish Entertainment, okay? And you can go to YouTube and look for that. You can also go to my page, Jose JC Colon. So it's Jose JCEE Colon. You can go to my personal page, is on there too. We also got it on Spanglish Cafe also. So anyway, mi gente, talking about that video right there. Was that in Medellin? I'm just curious.
Yes. Oh my God, I don't want to see that girl. I don't want to see that girl. That girl today is 57 pounds lighter.
Hey, but you know what? We have to show it because this is one of the good things. See, remember earlier I was saying that my wife has a holistic show. It's about health and everything. My wife likes stories like that because my wife had a stroke 7 years ago, and you would never tell that she did. Okay, so that's why it's important to, if you want to know about health and everything, you can go to and tune into her shows. Or you can see the replays whenever you have. Instead of watching TV, I said, let me watch something healthy, or let me see what I can learn.
Yeah, I don't watch TV.
I don't
I
watch
get
TV,
up every morning and I jog 6 miles on the beach.
That's good. That's good. See, it's all about being healthy, but I'm glad that I brought that up because in the next video that we have set up for you, you're going to see the difference. ¿Me entiendes? And you're
Oh
gonna see
yeah.
the,
Oh yeah.
and you're gonna see the improvement and the stepping up that you're doing. I love that. Anyway, Nashali, let's start. Let's start. Everybody wants to know who is Nashali, Boricua from New York. How did you get into the music? What inspired you to start recording? What inspired you, to love the freestyle? How, did your family, did you have background on your family, musicians, people that play, cantan? How did it all started for you? How did your adventure start?
I mean, growing up, there was music always in my house. My brothers, my even my sister was a DJ at one point. So music was always in my house. Back then, you had the disco era, and then you had the burn, and then you had break dancing. So pretty much, I was always around music, and dance was something that I always had ever since I was 3. I used to dance, and it just came natural to me. But singing, I always sang. I could have recorded something back in '87 in New York, but the person who was like souping me up was just trying to take advantage of a 14-year-old,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know. But thank God nothing, ever came out of that because I knew better. And I was always told that I had a nice voice. I mean, growing up, all I did was imitate um, Cynthia's voice and Sapphire's voice and the Melendez and Sweet Sensation. I never knew what my voice sounded like. So I
Right.
didn't have the technical training. I never, even had interest in singing back then. But people used to say, "You have a nice voice." I'm like, okay, but I didn't have the technical training.
Right. Pero that's good. You know what? That inspires me more. To me, you know, you had to do everything yourself. Nowadays, with all the internet, now it's not like before. Before, like, the top A artists had record labels, right? They
Yes.
had record labels, and all they had to do was pick the artist if they had the right look. The music industry is funny, so they look for looks, they look for
Hmm.
sexiness, they look for, of course, the voice. But in those days, the record labels just tell you, go to the studio. All you have to do is record this. That's it. They would take care of your photo shoot. They would take care of your tour. You already had a tour. You had 3 songs or half an album. You're already on tour.
All right.
Nowadays, artists like you that are uprising and coming that have a lot of talent. Now it's different.
Hmm.
Nowadays you have to, reach into your pocket, unless some fairy freestyle fairy godmother comes by and say, "Listen, I'm gonna pay for everything, and we have a budget for you." That is always the dream, but unfortunately, we work very hard, and we're gonna get back into a little bit of your background because you're not just only an artist, but you're a very intelligent woman, and you study. So, like we say in Puerto Rico, you're not no dummy. So we're gonna get into that later, but it takes a lot for an artist to, and I could speak for myself too. We reach into our pockets and we want to make the best product we can. You can't trust anybody. And like you just finished saying, when you was 14, somebody tried to take advantage. You had a good voice, and that happens here and there. I have a friend of mine that happened the same thing to her, and guess what she did? She opened up a foundation, a nonprofit called Mujeres en Paz, to
Hmm.
teach girls, like you just said right now, that story that you just said right now, for the simple reason for they won't take advantage of young women anymore that have talent. So this is what this nonprofit is all about.
That's
She just
good.
opened a
Very good.
nonprofit. She opened it like about a year ago, and she's still working hard at it. There's good things that are gonna come out of it. It falls under the category. It doesn't matter what genre you are, as long as you're an artist and you're a young female artist, especially. You know how that is. Like you just said,
Hmm.
they could be taken advantage of. So Mujeres en Pases, they teach young artists, especially the females, how to conduct their business, and how to take proposals, how to deal with documents, and how to be independent. So like that, this doesn't happen anymore.
Right.
But I'm glad what you're doing. Look, they're already commenting here. Woo, Lupe Torres. Oh, hold on, that's not the one. Nah. So anyway, they're talking about your second song. We're not even halfway of the show yet, and they're already asking me to play it. Oh, so we're gonna get to that. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get to that right now. Look at that. We're having a great audience, Nashali. I feel so happy. We're
Thank
getting
you,
slammed
thank
right
you.
now. Okay, I haven't had a show like this in a little while, but listen, we're getting good reviews right now, and I'm sure by the end of the show we still have way more to go. So anyway, let's talk about a little bit about your background, about your degrees. Let's talk to the people of who Nashali is besides the music.
Well, we have to go from I have an associate's degree in choreography and dance. I wanted to be a dancer, but my dad, who was very strict, said that doesn't pay the bills. You have to have a career. And I was like, okay. And so I didn't know exactly what to get into, but then I remembered that all of my friends used to come to me for advice. And I used to talk to them. They used to feel better. So I said, hey, psychology. Okay. So I majored, I did my bachelor's degree in human services. And then my master's, I did it in mental health with a licensure. And then I did my first PhD in clinical psychology. And then I did my second PhD in forensic psychology. And then I finished my third PhD in clinical and counseling psychology.
Mm,
So 18 years of school,
wow. So see,
$300,000 later.
there you go. See, you put your effort. You always have to have something, right? Besides the music, I always say you have to have something to fall back because sometimes the music business,
Well,
we
that
love the
came
music
before the
business.
music.
Oh, that's before. Okay, but still, but that's good that you have it
All
anyway.
that was before the music.
That is it's still good. But I mean, you're concentrating more on the music right now, and
On,
I see that you have a real love for Medellin. Me
yes.
myself, I'm hoping to go there one day. You already experienced it. I have another friend of mine in the freestyle world that lives also in Medellin. His name is Joey Restivo. We were just having a chat the other day
Yes,
about
that's my boy.
about about
That's
how
my
Colombia is. He's doing fantastic over there. I got DJ Benny B in the
Yes, he
house right
is.
there. Then DJ Benny B sending you what's up, familia, good familia of mine. But yeah, Joey Restivo, I was talking to him, and everything is going so great for him in Colombia.
It
So
is.
now I know why you feel like that.
It's peaceful. The people are amazing. That stigma of the Escobar years, that's over and done with. You don't you see more crime out here than you do over there.
Really,
And
I've been talking to people here and there because I want to go to Colombia. So everybody I talk to, they tell me, "Oh, JC, just make sure you have security and this and that." And I mean, I've heard it. Let's say 10. Let's say at least 5 out of 10. They tell me that, and then 5 out of 10, they'll be like, "Oh, you'll be all right. Just don't use any jewelry. Don't be all pimped out. Stuff like that." Or
right. I mean, if you blend in, I mean, obviously I don't blend in because I'm dark skinned. I have, curly hair. All the women out there, they're all light skinned and they have the hair down to their butt, lacio. So I don't really blend in, and they know I'm not Colombian, the dark skinned Colombians, because once I open my mouth and they hear that matado
the body.
Spanish, they say, tú no eres de aquí. I'm like, no, yo soy
Mm,
boricua. So, but it's like anything. If you don't go into the bad areas, I've been to the bad areas, because hey, I'm from New York, so there is nothing that can spook me. I've been shot when I was 13 in New York, so nothing really scares me like that. I'm
right,
not
right.
gonna go tempt fate either, but it's just common sense. If you are not flashy, and you don't go to the wrong places by yourself at night.
Right.
But for the most part, Deneen and I were walking around in Medellin. We were shopping, and I had to go pick up some shirts. And we didn't have security. I had, my driver with me, but we
Right.
didn't need it. And she saw us, she felt so comfortable.
Right.
Anybody wants to know about Medellin, just call Deneen, and she'll tell you, because
Well,
she really experienced
I
Medellin.
got DJ Benny B right here online. He just told me that his daughter just came back from Colombia and says that it's awesome out there. So there you go, another positive review. See, his daughter just went
Wait a
there.
minute, you're breaking up. What?
DJ Benny B.
That he just came?
No, his daughter. He said
Okay.
his daughter just came from Colombia and that she said it was awesome out there.
Of course.
You
Se
know.
pasa bien chimba.
Look at you. You're already talking like a Colombian chimba. I got a lot of musicians over here from Colombia. So I kind of tend like to talk like
Yeah.
them, se me pega, because they don't understand. They will not bend to talk like we do because they're strictly that's their language. El Borica puede cambiar. I can adapt to anybody. I can adapt to a
Oh,
Mexican person.
wait,
Am I breaking up?
you're breaking up.
Okay, hold on. Let me just turn this off here.
Yeah, a little bit. I can.
What about now? We're good?
Okay, now you're fine. You're
We're
good.
good. I think you're freezing over there a little bit.
We're good.
Yeah, I think your internet is
Maybe. I don't
a little.
know. This
Yeah.
hotel.
Yeah, it could be the hotel. I mean, I'm over here full bars. I'm full blast over here.
Well, let
So
me. Yeah, let me see if I can take off this Wi-Fi, because it's.
all right, while she
Or
says
did I?
that, there
Okay.
you go. You good
Okay.
now? Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
think
took.
you're that. Now we're good. Now we're good. Now we're good. So let's talk about a little bit. I mean, I love Medellin. I'm telling you, I already Joe know. I know Joey lives over there. I know now you go there a lot. So I would feel like someday, Joey already told me whenever you want to come down here, you could hit me up, JC. I'll guide you or whatever. And I'm like, good. I will feel better. And then now that you're down there, if you're down there at a time that I want to go, I'll be like, where should I go? Where's the places that I should go? But hopefully with Joey, I can probably crash somewhere there. But I would like to
Absolutely.
go.
That
I would
man,
like to
that
go.
man has mansions. That man has mansions. He's got Airbnbs all over the
Oh yeah,
place. I
all
can't.
over.
Every time he invites me over, it's like one house is bigger than the other, and I was like,
Oh my
okay,
God.
dude, like,
The one that I interviewed him, when I interviewed him, he was in one of the big ones. I think it was one of the guaridas from Pablo Escobar, he told me. So he bought
yes,
that house and he
yes,
turned it to B&B. That's where they do all their business. They do their
yes.
music there. He has people helping him. So, that's awesome, man. I wish him the best. And I'm gonna have him on my show soon again, because I like personalities like that. But anyway, let's talk
Absolutely.
about let's talk about this new song that you have out. I know the video came out not too long ago, a few weeks, I guess, 3 weeks ago. But the song has been out for over a year, right?
What yesterday it was 1 years old.
So 1 year. Oh, and the video came out like about 3, 4 weeks ago, right?
Yes,
I remember you was in Colombia when I was trying to hook up with you. So to ask you to come into the show, he was in Colombia. He was like, "Oh, right now I'm filming and this and that." So I said, "Okay, let me leave her alone. Let her do her thing and everything." And look, y pasaron, a couple of weeks, and I see the video on YouTube, and I'm like, "Boom! All right, she did it." So let's talk about this a little bit. I mean, you did the song a year ago, and now you did
yes.
the video. What was your adventure? What was the sacrifices and the fun parts doing this video and the song?
Well, this video was, I envisioned it one way in my head, and it just wasn't kind of connecting with the meaning of the song. So I said, you know what? I just want to have a simple video for now. and it was a new remix that was coming out that I actually love. I mean, the original is always going to be the original. That's my baby. But this song has 8 remixes. Like my DJs are all like, "Girl, we can't keep up with you." It's like there's a remix of a remix of a. I was like, look, other people, they ask my permission, and they play around with it, and they send me what they do, and I'm sorry, they like the song, but this one in particular, this type of planet rock beat, because Medellin is really big on that sound.
Nice.
um that's why I decided to do the video over there. And uh the producer, he's from Brazil, and he does most of my music. His name is Adriano Teje, and he's done a lot of other artists' music. And he just, I was like, wow, I was blown away, when I heard the music he did for this, song. So we said, let's do it. And we just put up the green screen behind me, and Camilo, Juan Camilo Espina from Romance Style, he worked his magic with the effects.
Nice,
And that's
nice.
that.
So see, I see also see it shows a lot of discipline on your part because some people plan, like for instance, I'll tell you the truth. I mean, I was just fortunate enough that I finished my song and then I did the video before I released the release of my song. I already had the video. It was almost right there. It was borderline. So I got lucky with my 2 first singles, and I did the videos and I released them with the single the same day. But that shows to me, it shows me that you're a patient person and that you wanted to do that video the right way. So you said, let's put out the song, let the song generate, let it get heard, and then I'll come out with the video. So it's like you planned it, very good. So that shows to me that you're disciplined and that you're not desperate. So
No.
you entiende. So it's good. You're humble. It shows me your humbleness, and hey, we got people out here from the salsa world too. Just to let you know, we got New York Joe Salcero in the house. He
Oh,
does English.
hello.
He does English salsa. He lives in Tampa, Florida. I'm telling you, we got to talk. I can send you to the right people, girl. So
Okay.
háblame, and I am humble, sincero. I am transparent. I don't like nothing getting back to me. So when I
Right.
recommend somebody, I make sure I do the right thing. I make sure I send it to the right people, and I don't want nobody saying, "Oh, JC, that person that I don't want to hear that." So I try to do the best, and trust me, I usually have a good ¿cómo se dice? How would I say it? I'm a
And
man of my word, and I got a good reputation. I could say that. There's always going to be
that's
haters out there.
important. That's important.
I have a good reputation out there, but haters are my number one fans, and I always say with all that love, because if you have the time to be after me, vigilándome, velándome. So that makes you even more of a fan than the people that support me positively. So I don't have any
It's just
negative,
sad, it's just sad,
you know.
with people like that. And I use the psychology metaphor of, I'm a figure of what you're not.
Look at that. Look at that, Nashali. Am I connecting you already or what? Look at that. Joe Salcedo, Nashali, much love and congratulations on your song. You see?
Thank you.
This
Thank
is
you.
the show to unite people. I'm telling you, I always say it. You got to be humble, man. Y el que no le guste, boom, they can switch the page. There's a button there that says, let me go to the next show. You know? And we got, mira, my boy Willie Colon in the house, baby. Nashali
Oh, really?
Lozada.
No.
I'm glad that, I love my audience, and we always keep it here positive. We're here to help everybody, bro. Who are we to judge? Okay?
Right.
Who are we to judge on the people that sacrifice themselves and put all their money on their projects? Well, either you appreciate, if you can't say nothing good, don't say nothing at all, bro. It just
Right. Right.
you just that you shrink yourself. I don't know, as a person. That's what I think, It's my personal opinion.
That is so true.
So let me say, wow, we got so many. Wow, listen, I'm telling you, today my mouse is going crazy today because you have such an audience today. I mean, everybody's just like bam, 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 and we're going through all these other outlets and other platforms. So we're having
Thank
a great day.
you, Jimmy. I need my glasses. I can't see.
Hey,
They
don't
got
worry
all
about
that
the glasses. Put
shiny.
on the glasses, girl. Put on the
It's
glasses.
so
Listen, I want to
tiny.
give a round. I want to give a round of applause.
Jenny, thank you, sweetie.
I want to give a round of applause to the audience.
Okay, now I fractured my finger, so I can't.
I
Really...
know. Wait a minute. We're gonna talk about that. So what happened? What happened? What was you doing? ¿Qué travesura you was doing that you got dinged?
Eso era culpa de Laniel.
Who's Daniel?
Laniel,
Laniel.
the
Who's Laniel?
rapper on Saturday that was rapping. We went to go take a picture together, and I went to sit, and he got in the way, and my finger went backwards. But because I can't feel this part of my hand, I didn't notice it until later when it hurt. I was like, wait a minute, I don't
Cuando se
feel
frío, at the moment you didn't realize it. You sat on your
right.
finger.
My pinky bent backwards.
Yeah, you don't feel it at first. You feel something that, but you put it back into place, right?
No, it was just dangling, like it got swollen. So then I went to the doctor, and they put a splint on it. It's a hairline fracture.
Wow.
But it feels better now, but it still hurts whenever I bang it.
That's good. So listen, I was there. I'm glad that I met you in person. I'm glad that I met you in person. I went to see that show, and I went there because my friend Tiara Marie Batista, she invited me. She said she has something to do, and then they invited her at this last moment thing. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go see you, girl. It's been a while, that I haven't seen her. The last time I saw her was, I believe, in 2023 December. No, 2022 December. That's when I opened my Studio 33 in Fort Lauderdale. Unfortunately, we closed for, because we were moving up here. But it was nice, and I had Cynthia there. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about that later. I had Cynthia there performing, and Tiara was there. Jacob was there. I had a great time that day. It was a little small crowd, but but it was good. It was like, even Cynthia said, I like these crowds because it's more intimate.
Yes, and I was just about to say that. Yes,
instead of being in a big crowd and a big place, and nobody gets to see you.
Right.
And they see you from far. They can't even go backstage because the security's uptight, that they don't even let you back there unless you're pressed.
Exactly.
And even sometimes when you're pressed, you still get harassed. So imagine a regular person. Well, she said that. Cynthia actually said that. She said, I love this crowd, even though it's not packed, but I like the crowd because it was more intimate. And then everybody,
Absolutely.
She was up close. She went from the stage to the floor. She was singing on the floor, and she went through every person that was there. So that was amazing.
Yes.
No. But I know you did something with Cynthia. We're gonna play that later. But I want people to see this video that you just did. It's an amazing video. Whoever did this video took their time. The editing was amazing.
Juan Camilo Ospina.
There you go. So mucho crédito a ese man.
Romance style.
Exactly. Look, even Benny's here. My friend Benny, because Benny, DJ Benny B, he went with his wife, como mi hermana, Doreen. And they went, when I opened my studio, I had all the furniture. We had to put it together. It was just me and my wife. And look, Benny said it was a fun night. The night before, it was just 4 people putting a whole studio together, furniture, booths, stage. You imagine that? We'd already slept. And that was the night that Cynthia went. The next day, she went to perform. But we had a lot of fun. Anyway, mi gente, I want you guys to kick back, get your favorite drink. I got my tea right here. Get your favorite drink, get your popcorn, all right? Or whatever, your cookies, your Kit Kat, whatever suits you. All right, because we're about to play this video right now, okay? So without further ado, all right, let's go to the special feature presentation from Nashali. Second Chance at Love. Disfruta.
heart, but love disappeared. Now I know this much. Now I'm standing strong and I will survive. Cause I found what I'm searching for. A love that is mine and no longer yours. But the question on my mind, did you really love me like I really loved you? Now it's just too late for a second chance in love. So if you really want me, like I know you want to, just give me all you got. I'll get this second chance in love. I've danced in the shadows of your love for years. Now I long for the light. I settle for words and the lies and the tears. Now I'm ready to fight. Now I'm standing strong and I will survive. Cause I found what I'm searching for. A love that is mine and no longer yours. But the question on my mind, did you really love me like I really loved you? Now it's just too late for a second chance in love. So if you really want me, like I know you want to, just give me all you got. I'll get this second chance in love. I'll get this second chance in love. This second chance in love. I've learned to forgive, though the scars remain. But time has taught me to trust once again. If you want my heart, show me you've changed. Prove that your love won't easily wait. Now I'm standing strong and I will survive. Cause I found what I'm searching for. A love that is mine and no longer yours. But the question on my mind, did you really love me like I really loved you? Now it's just too late for a second chance in love. So if you really want me, like I know you want to, just give me all you got. I'll get this second chance in love. I'll get this second chance in love. I'll get this second chance in love.
Oh yeah, baby. Freestyle Showcase, baby. There we go. Second chance at love. Nashali. Woo! Yeah, this is the only way to present it right here on the Freestyle Showcase Podcast. Mi gente, gracias, bro. We've had a track of people here. I can't even keep up with the comments, girl. It's like you like you broke the freaking headers in Freestyle Showcase, and I've had a lot of people here, man. So my hat to you, man. You're doing very good, girl. Everybody loves it. I mean, we're sharing it through a lot of other platforms. So this is good, man. Willie Colon. I mean, all these people that are supporting you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna go right here. Look, boom, Nashali. I'm telling you, it's like fire here. Es la artista de freestyle que está reviviendo nuestra música en nuestro país de Colombia. Willie Sanchez, baby. Woo! There you go. Listen, this is the salsero I was talking to you about. Juanca Martin. He also has a song in English too. This guy's badass. And they're over here on our platform checking you out, girl. So I'm telling you, we have to talk. Whenever you need to talk, let me know, because like I said, I can take you to the right people. Hey, was these people here? Rican Touch. They were there, right?
Oh,
they were there.
yes, they were there. Hello,
Manny Q
guys.
from Rican Touch in the room. Whoa, what's up, Manny?
Touch in
¿Cómo
the
está, papá?
building.
You know, talking about Manny Q, you know, people don't know, but I'm going to say it anyway. I got these boys for next week. So if you guys want to tune into the Freestyle Showcase podcast, come next week. We're gonna have these boys here. We can touch, man. Their show was fantastic. Fantastic. So yeah, Willie Sanchez from Colombia. Saludos, Willie. Saludos.
Saludos, Willy. Mira que
Wow,
voy
look.
para allá el martes. El martes me voy para Medellín.
Wepa. I'm glad that we did it this week because anyway, we would have done it from Medellin. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter where you at, you know. We got Willie Colon in the house, baby. Willie Colon, my man, bro, también. Tremendo talento, bro. A lot of talent, bro. A lot of
Yes.
talent. My man is like, he speaks from the heart. So, you know, it's great to have you here. Lupe Torres. You know, Lupe Torres she's a salsa freak, just like she's a freestyle freak. She's like me. I love, it's the best of both worlds. I love it. All right. And my good friend Nancy Torres, man, this girl, man, I gotta give my hats out to her.
Yeah,
She is part responsible for this.
She sent me a friend request tonight.
Yes, she did. She did. So boom, that's a good person to have. You know, it's a good person to have. She has a lot of connections as well. She's also helping me on my Spanglish Cafe show on Wednesdays. She's gonna hook me up through Dream Force, which they do a lot of interviews also with artists. I mean, this is getting good, man. I feel really blessed. I'm very grateful. I'm grateful to have my wife. You know, she's great at what she does. You know, I'm controlling all the show and everything, but you know, behind the scenes, people don't give credit to the people behind the scenes. You know what I mean?
Right.
She's the one that she sacrifices. She tells me, honey, how do you want this done? Listen, I'm doing this and this. And you know, that's good, man. We're a great team together. You know, and even if I'm not there, she wasn't feeling too good this week. So, you know, she's been recuperating also as well, and she works as well. But I go out with her sometimes. I do business. We're business people, you know.
That's a good
And a lot of
thing. That's a
people,
good thing.
when we go out, they're like, JC, where's ALIDA? I'm like, ALIDA, she's home sleeping. And she's like, really? Like, she lets you go? I'm like, what am I, 5 years old? You know, if you don't trust your partner, right, who are you going to trust, right?
That's
And,
right. That's
you know,
right.
we've been doing great, you know. Hey, we got Iris Rodriguez in the house, diciéndote,
Iris, that's
Nashali.
my girl. That's my girl.
So there you go. You know, this is what
What's
it's
up,
about.
Iris?
Este show es para familia. This is for family, for the freestyle family, okay? This is for us to have fun, somewhere that we can come every week and see a new artist coming out and seeing new music. And you know, I play old school music too. I mix it up. So, you know, it's here to fun, you know. I'm inventing something else that's gonna come out soon. I don't want to talk about it right now because you know how that goes. So new things are coming to the Freestyle Showcase podcast, and we're gonna surprise a lot of people, and even more people that are gonna come in. And look, I'm gonna this is a prime example right here. Our boys from Rican Touch, JC Colon. I would just want to say thank you so much to give love to the new artists. Big shout out to the freestyle new artists. Keep doing what you're doing. That's right. And we're gonna put you guys here on the freestyle. El le guste, el que no le guste. And that's it. This is my show. So I bring here whoever I want. Whether it's top elite artists, freestyle, whether it's middle school, where it's new school. And that's what we're all about. We have to unite the nation. The freestyle nation. Oh my God. So exciting. Nashali, man. And Saturday I was there. I saw your show, like I was saying. And we have a lot of freestyle new artists. And I'm gonna mention it a little bit. I don't think we're out of place when I want to mention that I went to that show, and you know, it was an intimate crowd. You know, it started slow, and then all of a sudden I looked back, and it's like it started getting packed.
Yeah.
I'm a really big supporter of these events. Okay, and all the people that are there, they all had talent. Okay, and even talent to improve. Now, it starts with the promoters. You know, it starts with the promoters. If the promoters start doing good shows for the new freestyle genre, they have to do their work. I'm sorry. I mean, you have to have better situations. I'm not criticizing anybody. It's just my opinion. It's not important. Whoever wants to, you know, listen to it. But I would do things a little better. I would program things a little better. It's not like you didn't have talent in that lineup, you know. But it's the sound has to be good. You know, I mean, I'm just saying my personal opinion. I mean, anybody can hit me up and tell me if I'm wrong. But if I was to be doing that show, I would have the DJ positioned somewhere else, and I would have had the stage for the artists because that's where the artists belong. They don't belong on the floor. No matter what the crowd was, whether it was a short crowd, whether it was a big crowd, that's where the artist shine, and that's where the spotlight was at. So the spotlight was on a DJ, and then I was trying to record artists, and I couldn't see them because it was too dark. So it's just little things here and there, and don't get offended, my people. It's just constructive criticism. Okay, I'm not pointing a finger. I'm just saying that these artists could have shined even more if the thing was organized a little more. So let's not take in mind and let's take in consideration that these are new artists. So if you want to do something new with new artists, you got to come out banging. You got to make sure those people have monitors on the floor. You have to. Some of the artists couldn't hear themselves. You know what I'm saying? So we're not criticizing, but we do want for all these artists to improve. And I want the promoters that are doing these events to improve even more. And I bet you people will start showing up. We just got to step up the game a little bit, and there's people out there, which I won't mention names, but you got people out there that already made. Like, let's say when people are made, I mean, these people are marked for life because they did great things in their life. Some of these people criticize the new freestylers, and you know what? And they're not wrong. Not that they're doing a bad critic, but they do comments like, "Oh, don't get your hopes high," or But at the same time, they're saying the reason why, and it's the only reason. It's not that you don't got none of these new people have talent. It's that the radio. It's not like before. See, all these top elite artists, they had the time when the radios were out and they were playing their songs over and over and over. And all these record labels were doing tours. So, ¿quién se hartó ahí? Who took a big chunk out of that? The record labels, the radio stations, they were all making money. So it was cool. But if we had a radio station nowadays that would consider to put all these new freestyle talents out there, and they get the circulation, I'm sure they will they will sell out centers, they will sell out shows. But nobody's doing it for them, so they're doing it on their own. So before you open your mouth, whoever it is, to criticize the new freestyle artists, and because the shows are not that big to you, maybe you could be a part of the solution instead of criticizing. If you're almighty and everything, and and you guys did this, and you guys did that, so why don't you help a little bit? The easiest thing is to knock them down. But that's fine. You got your opinion, just like everybody else. It's just my opinion. If it was me, that's what I would do. If I had if I had the grace of God que me mande lo que yo tengo que hacer, and the equipment and I would do it. And trust me, it's not off the table because I do events all the time. You know what I mean? And I don't depend on nobody. I get my own sponsors.
Well, one thing that I am happy that I did do was go to Colombia, because that opens up a whole world for me out there, and I'm doing very well out there. And you know, when I don't know what I have to do to be accepted or not. I mean, promoters, they're, and I understand the whole logistics of, you know, the financial aspect of the business of promoting, because I'm promoting in Medellin too. But, and I understand that they do have to um, bring in the people, and who brings in the people? The legends bring in the people. But, I would have at least one or two acts to open up.
Right.
And if they're new, because that's not going to take away from the legends money or their
No, it won't. It
popularity.
won't.
It's not. I mean, I could remember going to a Menudo concert and seeing Naomi open up for Menudo in '86. They started from somewhere. somebody gave them a chance, you
Exactly.
know.
Exactly.
But promoters, I understand, their mind frame of, doing a show and having all the A-listers there and, you know, packing a house. I understand that completely, but I mean, everybody has to, this is a do it yourself type of
Exactly.
thing,
Exactly.
get in if you can,
Right.
So where I'm in is overseas. I
That's it.
I just
That's what's working for you.
I couldn't, yeah, I couldn't talk to you earlier when you wanted to because I told you I was in a meeting. Well, I signed a huge contract. I'm not at liberty to say just yet, but I will when the time comes, or rather, people will see where I'm at when the
Right.
time comes. So, sometimes overseas is friendly. So I'll stay over there. I'm good.
No, it's good. And you know
I'm
what? And
good.
I'm gonna tell you something else about Colombia. All right. Colombia, los salseros de
But it's
aquí.
not just Colombia. It's not just Colombia.
No, I know, but I'm saying in the salseros case, you go to Colombia, you go to Peru,
Hmm.
you go to Venezuela or wherever to play, and these people treat you like
Like
royalty.
royalty. Like royalty. Yes, I know.
It's a big difference than the crowd from here from the States.
It
Because
is.
I'll just say the truth. Como dicen los boricuas, hay mucho come. Tú come, ya tú sabes. So, and I don't think it should be like that. I think everybody should do what they do. And over here, New York George Salcedo, he was saying something that you were saying before. He just says, just be true to you. Don't let nobody tell you. Don't that you can't do this, that you don't have no. You believe in
Oh no,
yourself.
that's when I push even harder. If you
You
tell
know?
me I can't do something, oh no, don't tell Nashali what she cannot do because she will break that barrier and she will do it. Yes.
You know? You have a lot of people here supporting
I
you,
am a
Nashali.
fighter.
So
I am a fighter and I believe in
tú sigue
myself.
para adelante. You sigue para adelante because there's a
Absolutely.
lot of people out here that are supporting you, and and that's what it's all about. That's it. You keep on. You don't let nobody tell you, what you have to do. That's why me and my wife are tight, man. I mean, I pass the phone calls to my wife, and I'm like, I don't want to talk. She does all the biddings for me. She's the one that handles everything. You know what I mean? So I don't listen to anybody. I'm like, like in El Comandante, like El Hipódromo in Puerto Rico, the racetrack. You know that they put those goggles on the horses so they can't look
Yeah.
to the side and they
Yeah,
just
under blinders. Yeah.
just look forward. So that's what I do. I
Blinders.
look
That's
forward.
right.
I don't care what this salsero's doing. I don't care what this guy came out with. And instead of hating, I embrace it. I'm like, dude,
Absolutely.
this song is
Absolutely.
slamming, bro. And then they turn around and they say, JC, your song is badass too, bro. I was listening, and that's what we need. We don't need this ego stuff going around. I mean, that's what's just gonna bring us down. The union is gonna go down. You know what I mean? So we have to support each other. Oh my God, we've been having a great time with you here, and we have a little surprise because we were talking about earlier that you did something with not something with Cynthia, but you did do like a version of Thief of Hearts.
It's
Am I
a
right?
cover, yes. That was an inspirational song. That was supposed to be my first song, but I had advisors to say, come out with an original first and then do your cover.
I got you.
So I'm still working on it, but that's a demo.
So
And
you want me to? You send me a demo. I'm gonna play it a little bit so people can hear it. Is en español and English,
yes.
right? Both, right?
No, it's
It's all
it's in
Spanish.
Spanish.
It's all
Yeah, it's
Spanish.
all in
Okay.
Spanish.
I thought it was gonna be Spanglish like my show on Wednesday, Spanglish Cafe. Anyway, mi gente, you want to hear a little bit about this? Is Nashali interpreting "Thief of Hearts" from Cynthia, the original singer, and she does this in
Ladrón de
Spanish.
amor.
Ladrón de amor, Thief of Hearts. There we go. Check it out. Vaya mi gente. ¿Qué tú crees? ¿Qué tú crees de eso? I think this is excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you for the stars, sweetheart. Thank you for the stars.
Milagro de amor.
There you go, baby.
Milagro de amor. That's my song, and it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. I'm just
good. So let's tell the audience a little bit, Nashali. How did Cynthia feel when somebody had her listen to it?
I spoke to her in December because I, out of respect, did not want to release the song until I had her blessing, because she has been an inspiration to me since I was 14 when I first heard her sing. Actually I was 16. That song came into my life at a time where it saved my life, and she doesn't know that. It really saved my life.
Wow.
I was sitting there sobbing, about to do something stupid to myself, and I was listening to the song, and then Spanish words started coming into my head, and then it kind of distracted me from what I was about to do.
Wow.
And I started writing the lyrics to that. I was translating that song. And I said, that's my song. I'm going to record this song one day. Or actually, it was for her. But, she wasn't doing any crossovers.
Right.
So she gave me her blessing.
That's good. That's all that counts.
You do it. She said, you do it. I heard it. Just finish it.
Good. As long as you get all the copyright permissions, because everything has to be all, you want to be all legit.
Oh, I have the mechanical license for it.
Okay, beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. See, mujeres inteligentes. Yeah, anybody that's listening out there, okay? Anybody that's listening out there, you're a female recording artist, freestyle, whatever it is. Listen to this woman. You see how everything has to be the right way. You can't get desperate. You can't go with the mindset that you're gonna be famous, and no. You let nature take its course. All you have to do is keep on working. Keep on working at it. Everything is gonna come. Joe says it's awesome because he knows he's an artist too. He's from the Bronx, the boogie down Bronx. Joe,
the Bronx.
And it's not easy. I'm telling you, you're doing tú vas por el buen camino. It's like my song, Campeón. Solo te quiero decir que vas por un buen camino. That's how my song starts. No, but man, I've been having an amazing time.
That's how the song came about.
Wow, look at that. So I'm excited. One day I want you to finish that song. And I know that's just a demo. That's not even mixed really, and that's not even mastered yet. Y la voz is gonna come out even better, because when you record, when this is made, I don't even want to mention it. Anyway, guess who we got in the house? Lucy Martinez. Lucy Martinez is in the house. Have a girl. There we go. Hey, where's Lucy at? There we go.
How are you doing?
Hey, Lucy. Hey, I had you. Lucy, I had you on my shoulders for a little while on the show. Okay. So,
I have her shirt. I bought her shirt. I support my girl.
There you go.
Ah,
Lucy,
feel better.
Hey, Lucy, ALIDA sends you a hug and a kiss too. All right, girl. She's just recuperating herself. That's why she's not in the show. I miss my baby. But you know what? Business has to keep on. Show must go on. You know what I'm saying? Over here, Lupe Torres, my friend, JCEE Colon. I love your new song. Your video is crazy. Thank you, girl. Thank you for your support. That's why we're here, man. We're here to invent stuff. Whether it's Nashali, whether it's JC, whether it's Jaquan, whether it's Type, whoever. Let's make something nice. Do something crazy. Do something that you won't even imagine. I said, you know what? Yo me voy a atrever, and I'm going to say, I don't care what anybody says. And that's the mindset you got to have. Don't let nobody take your shine away from you, your ideas. If you want to do something atrevido, whatever, positive, negative, whatever you want to do it. Don't discuss it with a lot of people because a lot of people change your mind. Just do the
Yeah,
product and y lo zumba para allá afuera and you let nature takes its course. That's all I can say.
absolutely.
That's me, and that's why the audience here they like this show because I speak the truth. Okay, I don't hide anything. Anybody can find me on social media. If you disagree with something that I say, we can diplomatically talk about it. I'm not gonna lose any sleep about it, but I try to do the best show that I do. I bring people here that mean something, you know. And I've had people here. My first show on the Freestyle Showcase Podcast, which it was Spanglish Freestyle Edition at that time. It was Angel from the Cover Girls. Okay, so she gave us the blessing to open my first show, and then after that, we had many other guys. We had David Torres from Nice and Wild. We had Johnny O. Okay, and we're gonna get other people, but I want to share the stage. See, like some promoters don't share the stage with other artists. I do. So I share my freestyle showcase
I thank you. I
with
thank you.
with elite artists, with new artists, and with middle school. Okay, we had middle school artists here. No, wait a minute. Who was Gennaro? He said, JC. I like the way he said it. I said, I'm more middle school. I'm like, cool. So you're not new and you're not old. So you're middle school. So that was kind of cool. And then we had
Right there in the middle.
we had three to the max not too long ago. So I
I
like to
love those boys.
I
I
love to
love
bring
those
people like
boys.
that. I like to bring people together like that. Here goes Lucy, my girl. JC, you already know I support you. I love you too, mama. And I know it's not hard. It's not easy what you're doing, but we all behind you. Everybody that's watching you, that's showing you love,
100%. Yes.
we're behind you 100%. Keep the fight. That's what we love about it. Never give up. All right. Look at that. Nancy Torres, thank you for supporting her cancer benefit. Willie Colon, look at that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There you go. Willie Colon says, I'm calling myself middle school artist forever. That's what I'm talking about. See,
You
we
go,
have fun
Willie.
here. You know what I like? And I can tell, I tell the audience all the time, hey, you guys got a question for Nashali? Please feel free. This is what the freestyle showcase is about. While the artist is
I'm
here, you want
single.
to
I'm single. I'm not a grandmother yet.
uh-oh.
I am not focusing on finding anybody either. I'm focusing on me.
That's it. That's it. Hey, Nancy. I got a message for Nancy Torres. I already had New York Joe Salcero on my show. I'm going to send you the link from that episode, okay? He's there, but, when Joe comes out, he's going to come out with something new soon. We're going to have him back. And I can have him here. I can have him in the Freestyle Showcase. Why not? I already had him in Spanglish. So I'll bring him over
Right.
here because he has some salsa in
It's
English.
your
So
show. You could do whatever you want.
I can do whatever I want.
You
Well,
can
I
do
gotta ask.
whatever
I gotta
you
ask the boss. I
want.
gotta ask the boss
You
first.
can do
ALIDA.
whatever you want. Okay.
So listen, people, we've been having a great time. Nashali, I mean, thank you so much. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. I'm glad that I went
Absolutely.
Saturday over there. You caught me by surprise. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I wasn't expecting her here. And I'm supposed to interview her like in a week. So that was kind of cool. But I really do appreciate you. I hope this is not the last time. You had a great audience
No.
here. So I mean you're a welcome here anytime you want. All you gotta do is pick up that phone and say, JC, I got some new stuff coming, or I got some new stuff to announce. Can you please, even if I have an artist, I say, can I go in 10 minutes and to announce some stuff? I'm like, absolutely. And that
No,
goes,
no. I wouldn't want to take any artist. I respect artists with their time is their time.
no.
Yeah.
But the way I do it,
That's how I do.
the way I do it is cool because it's just like a segment. Because I have other people that are gonna come into my show and they're gonna do pieces of segments of different stuff from freestyle and what's going around the nation. So that'll be a
Okay.
perfect opportunity. And I can have up to 8 people on my podcast, but it's when you do that, se forma un revolú. So it's
I
always
see.
you know
Arroz
what I'm
con
saying?
pollo.
Exactly. Un arroz con mango. So listen, just to let you know, the people that are following us, just to see the loyalty from them. And I like to show stuff like that because it just makes me feel better and it makes me feel that I'm doing a good product. Look, We are empowered women. That's Lupe Torres. He is one of the big people that back us up here. And a lot of people telling me that they want to bring other stuff, but I'm gonna have a lot of people here that are gonna come soon. There's gonna be a lot of surprises here. And look, Lucy Martinez is saying, please tell Nashali Lozada, thank you for supporting and bringing freestyle to Colombia. That's what's up.
Woo! That's not the only place it's going, but
exactly. Well, we don't want to say too much because como el
I
gallo
don't want to
canta.
say too much right now.
Nancy Torres, God bless you, Nashali. All your dreams will come true little by little. I love your songs. So look at that. You got a lot of support here from people on the Spanglish.
I
Spanglish.
thank him. I am very spiritual. I believe in God, and I believe in every step in my life. He has been guiding me and tossing me this way and tossing me that way. So back then, it wasn't my time to be a freestyle artist, because I tell you what, with my dancing back then, nobody had a chance. But
wow,
it wasn't my time, and now it's my time. So I'm going to enjoy it and just
there you
keep
go.
learning and keep getting better and keep doing lots of things and keep taking people to overseas and keep taking artists out there. And October, on August 17th, Edie will be in Medellin.
Nice.
She came and she said she did the same thing I did. She went on her own.
That's great.
Now
That's great.
Now she has a platform over there waiting for her to shine.
Look at that.
And October 19th, God willing, I will be bringing Naija out there, and she will have.
Great. Naya, tú sabes.
And they're waiting for her. Yes, they're waiting for these ladies to come
look at
out.
Girl, look at the support that you're getting here.
They want to see their legends, but they already know. They already know.
Look at that.
Medellin money is not United States money. So
exactly. I mean, I sent money to Medellin before, so I know. Comparing to what I send, what is the value over there?
It's not about the money. It's more about showcasing and your fans. They want to see you. They can't come over here.
Right. Exactly.
They can't come over here to go. We are spoiled. We are spoiled with them.
Exactly. That's good. I like that. I like that feeling.
And I show them my pictures that I've taken with TKA, with Judy Torres, with Fascination, with Deneen, with Cynthia, with Lisette Millet, with all of them. I've taken pictures with Georgia Lamont, with all of them. And they're like, oh my God, can you make me a copy of this? And I'm like, so yes, I have to go and make copies of my pictures so I can give it to them because they want to see their legends.
Nice. No, man, I've been having a great time with you. I mean, wow, you have a lot of people here, and obviously a lot of people that are meeting you now. I'm glad that they're in. I'm glad that they're meeting a new artist. So now you have todo el apoyo. Look, Dreamforce TV, excelente artista con todo nuestro apoyo. So no, look at that. You got another platform. It's getting through here because I'm telling you, Nancy Torres is a great help, man. She's a great, apoya a todo. I mean, she's a great supporter, and because of Nancy, we're getting all these outlets out, and we're spreading the love for the freestyle community.
Well, okay, shoot, I'm gonna have to take her. I'm gonna have to take her with me to Medellin so she can help me out there spread, because there's a lot of people out there who don't know what we're doing in Medellin.
Right.
So because a lot of them don't have Facebook, they're not on social media. So we have to go out like with the speakers and the cars, and yeah, it's great. Oh,
like back in the day.
I am filming everything so you can see. It's like a documentary on the awareness of the freestyle, the merge that we're doing, and yeah. Singing in La Cancha, singing in
wherever
in clubs.
Whatever you got to do. You got to do. Mira, Lupe Torres is asking you. She asked me to tell you, please ask Nashali, can I find her on YouTube? Yes, you can. She has a page on YouTube.
Yeah, Nashali Official.
I'm a subscriber already. So there you go, Lupe. That's where you can find her.
Nashali
No, de verdad.
Official. That's on
Wow.
TikTok. That's on Facebook. That's on IG. Nashali Official. I keep it. Well, on TikTok is Nashali Music, but on everything else is Nashali Official.
Vaya. So anyway, I'm also gonna put this up here. So whoever wants to book Nashali, there's her information right there, right on the screen. For more information or bookings of Nashali, contact her or her team at 904-946-8711 or at
64.
nashalilozada@gmail.com.
Yeah.
So ya tú sabes, mi gente, right there. You can look for her on Facebook, Instagram as well. So, just keep on following her, and see what she comes up with. I want to see the next thing that she comes up with for her. Right?
Oh,
We can play the music here. You know what I mean? Oh, check this out. Lucy Martinez. JC Colon, did you know that she gives her merchandise to her fans? Who does that? Look at that. See, we're finding out more and more, more and more. Oh my
yeah,
God.
and my music. Yeah, and my music. I occasionally hear.
I'm so sorry, man. We are at the top of the hour right now. We've been at the show 1 hour and 20 minutes. We're over the time limit, but we've been having so much fun that I didn't want to cut my public out. My audience is amazing, but it's a pleasure to have you. Un abrazo bien fuerte para ti. My respects to you. I take my hats off to you. Keep on doing what you're doing, girl. Okay? Boricua, Boricua,
And
orgullo de Puerto Rico.
we'll talk about that little project I told you about.
All right, you call me. We talk. Hablamos eso al lado, calladito. Nobody needs to know. Okay? So anyway, appreciate you. My wife sends you a hug and a kiss, un abrazo.
I
She
likewise
wishes you the well.
sending her healing.
Yes, I
her
definitely got to
healing.
send you her. I'm gonna send you her
Yes,
website so you can go to our shows. Even if you don't see it live, you could do the replays. The only thing that you can comment when she does it live. But you can always see the replays if you have time, and you will learn a lot of things. She does everything from sugar.
absolutely.
She does everything from sugar to weight loss to salt to how to do a prison diet. I mean, she has so many professionals on.
Prison diet. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
there's an episode from Prison Diet. It's called Prison
Oh
Diet,
my
and
God.
she has a professional person that speaks on that show. So it's
Okay.
kind of interesting what you hear. You know.
I'm gonna look into it. I
And
am.
do you know Miami Mike? Have you heard of Miami Mike? DJ Miami Mike? He's a good friend of mine, but let me tell you, this guy's into the freestyle community a lot. And he went into my show, my wife's show podcast. And this guy has an amazing testimony on how he turned his life around. Okay. And he was a guest on ALIDA show. And you know what? YouTube banned us for a couple of days because they said that we were showing misinformation, which is BS. But anyway, that's how interesting the conversation was. So I'm gonna send you all that information. I got my friend, my brother DJ Peter in the house también, mandándote saludo, Nashali.
I
He's a
love
great DJ
Peter.
also. I mean, we have a lot of love for you today. That's all I can say. A lot of people are showing
Okay,
love for you.
DJs, just find me because that song is not. I stopped putting my songs on platforms. So DJs, look for me on Facebook, Nashali Official, messenger me, send me your email, and I will send you my songs.
Definitely. There you go. So you got it. You got it also. Look, even Nancy Torres know who he is. Yes, he does. Mike Miami is amazing. I'm telling you. We're gonna see. I love my show because we unite more people and more people, right? And that's what it's all about. I want to do the
That's
best
what
thing I
it's
can
all about.
do.
Networking, absolutely.
You
Thank you
know.
so much, JC, for inviting me into your show and giving me that exposure. Thank you.
Anyway, let me let you go because I know you're there, and I know you got your things to do. So let's cut this out for now. But I'm telling you, people love you. I can tell
We'll
you
keep
right
in
now.
touch.
My thing is going crazy over here. Ding, 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 ding. Look at Michael C. You know who Michael C is, right? Arlene from Freestyle. Arlene the Rock. Look at that. You got people coming out here that they just tuning in here to see who Nashali Lozada is. So
Arlene.
look her up. Look her up on YouTube. Look
Is
at
she
it.
the one who sings Tender Hearts?
Yes, and she has
Oh my
a
God, that's my favorite song.
so, and she has also another podcast that's called Adelante with Arlene. So you can look for her also. But I will send you all the information from ALIDA, a rebooted mindset,
Okay.
555. You're going to love it. I'm telling you, you're going to learn a lot of stuff from there. So anyway, un abrazo bien fuerte, Nashali. Thank you once
Hi,
again.
thank you. Thank you
Please
so
don't
much.
lose
Thank
track.
you,
Call me and
everyone.
ALIDA once in
Thank
a
you.
while and tell us what's
DJs,
going on.
DM me. DJs, DM me. I will send you my music. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
All right, mi gente. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Another artist, up and coming, rising, mujer, boricua, luchando, always on the go. We're go-getters. We're go-getters. That's it. And, for everybody who was listening to the show, Mujeres en Paz, okay, that's a great example because they tried to take advantage of her when she was 14. You see how the business is? The business is really bad. So everybody can go to Mujeres en Paz. You can look for that, Mujeres en Paz, okay, and look for that website. It's a nonprofit. It helps women, especially women in the music industry, how to conduct their careers without nobody taking advantages of anything. So a lot of things coming with Mujeres en Paz. But anyway, I want to go back before I leave the show right now. One of my favorite songs. I mean, I haven't heard it in a long time. We're going to kick the show with this. We're going to end the show with this. But my people, thank you so much for everybody that sent me stars out there. Nancy Torres. I got to give a shout out to all these people right now before I leave the show. Tropical Ritmo Latino. Thank you. Thank you for sharing the show. Freestyle, No Sleep Team. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing the show. Thank you for making it possible and to keep going, okay? We got Freestyle Tropical Dream Pro, okay? And we got Dream Team, Dream Force TV. So thank you for all these outlets out here that are getting together with Freestyle Showcase Podcast. Let's make this better, and we're going to keep on bringing you a lot of good people out here, whether it's Class A, whether it's middle school, or it's new school. This is what Freestyle Showcase Podcast is all about, para unir la familia. So, mi gente, ya tú sabes, the servidor, we got so many comments here. Let me just mention some people here. Liliana Rivera. We have Michael C. Good night, my primo. What's up, brother? How you doing? Wow, Judy Torres, okay. Nos fuimos por ahí para abajo, mandando saludos a Judy Torres. Lucy Martinez, thank you. Y ya tú sabes. My people, I love you. Thank you. Let's keep on supporting this. But before we go, we're going to go with this song from this group called Pajama Party. And everybody knows what it is, right? Yo no sé. Oh, I don't know nothing. So we're going to go with the song right now. We're going to enjoy it. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Freestyle Showcase Podcast. And I'll see you, mi gente. I'll see you next week with Reek in Touch, baby. Don't forget, Reek in Touch. Another team that's out there that got good songs. So, mi gente, enjoy this. Pajama Party. Yo no sé. I don't know.